Next up, we're going to talk quite a bit about different data types that we have access to in MySQL. We've basically been working with two and only two data types. We have int for integers, whole numbers, and then varchars, or varchars, right, for pieces of text that are variable in length. However, there are way more data types that we have not seen, and frankly, that we will not see, because some of them are really niche, some of them are really similar. So I'm going to try and show you in this section some of the most important ones you should know about. But if you went to the docs, you looked at the data types section on the docs, I mean, there's so many different types. We look at any of them, even just string data types. We've got char, varchar, binary, var-binary, blob, text, enum, set. We're not going to go over the majority of these. We're actually really just going to look at char and varchar, or varchar, got to be consistent there, because those are the most commonly used. That's not to say that these others are not worth knowing about, but they just come up way less frequently. So I just want to set that expectation. Same thing with numbers. We're going to see quite a few numeric data types, but there are way more that we're not going to see. You know, we've seen integers. We're not going to really talk about small int, tiny int, medium int, big int. We'll talk about some of this stuff here, decimals and floats and doubles, probably not bits. So that's all I wanted to say up front. There's a lot of data types. We can use them whenever we want when we create a table, but I'm going to focus on the ones that I think are worth our time. And then if you get far enough with MySQL, you're working on a project and you realize maybe I should use tinyInt here because you suddenly have to care about storage size, then you can look into tinyInts. But when you're starting out, when you're just learning things, it's just overkill to try and show you all the data types. So we're going to talk about numeric types, we're going to talk about string types, and we're going to talk about something entirely new, date and time and timestamps data types. We haven't seen anything with dates and times, but that is a pretty commonly used type or family of types in the real world. If we're working with comments or posts or anything internet related, social media related, we probably store all sorts of things. Last login time, the time something was posted, the date somebody was born on or their birthday, or the date somebody joined our website, all sorts of things that we track, or even just the last time some piece of data was changed. We could track that using these different data types that we're going to cover. So that will be a pretty significant section of this section, a significant chunk of this section. And I think without further ado, I'm going to shut up in this video and let us move on in the next video to start talking about our first new data type, char or char. That's coming up.